Hey everybody, Anthony here, and the footage you're about to see is actually the Round 3 feature for Harmony Wastelands 1, the event that Team Bayformers is running right now to help beta test some of the BFB cards in a more formal setting. Now, this was supposed to be streamed, but I am currently having some technical issues regarding my mic, so I've had to switch back to a mic I was using previously, and that's why my audio might sound a little bit different, because I've had to switch mics temporarily. I am working on a solution. And I actually did not watch this match live. I just let it record while I went and did other things. So I am watching this basically with you, and I'm not going to have insight into what the Zero and Ozzy, the people who were playing this match, were thinking, but because I wasn't listening in. But should be a good match regardless, so let's go ahead and get this thing going. Alrighty, so Ozzy is going to be playing Soundwave with Wingthing and Bug Bite as well, and Zero is going to be playing Sharkatron. So this is a new way to play Sharks, and it's more like a conventional patrol team compared to what the Sharks do with the Judge, but it still is very Shark-esque in the fact that there's just a bit of revival that is going on behind the scenes. And then on Ozzy's side, Wingthing, I am pulling up what he does right now because I'm actually forgetting at this moment. We are going to see Soundwave flip, and Wingthing is going to deploy. And in Zero's hand, we see 2 mission briefings and a combat dagger. Combat dagger is probably going to be what goes on top of the deck here if I had to take a wild guess, because actually it really doesn't matter in this situation because Zero is running orange, but keeping that out of his hand is actually pretty significant, I guess. Because there is a planned character in Chomp on the field, so that is something. So Wingthing, we are going to see Bug Bite go into one of the Sharks here. If I had to guess, it would be probably Chomp, maybe Biter. I'm not sure. It can't go into Peck here because of the fact that Peck has stealth. Also, it looks like Peck took a damage from Wingthing's trigger, which is when you or your opponent puts one or more cards on top of their deck, do 1 damage to an enemy. So he's an extra direct damage engine in that regard. And Bug Bite swings in for 4 here into Biter. He is dead. And back to the Wingthing situation. We are going to see Biter come back here, and that is because of Sharkatron's stratagem, Writhing in the Deep, which when one of your Sharkatons is KO'd on your opponent's turn, while Megatron is on the field, at the start of your next turn, you repair 2 damage from them and return them to the battlefield, but they are KO'd at the end of the turn. So it's a way to sort of get the Sharks' typical revival strategies in with Sharkatron, but it also is a bit weaker. We are going to see a Heat of Battle come down, which is a bit of a risky maneuver against a blue deck like Soundwave. And we're going to see Biter swing in here. He doesn't get the bold from Biter, but he does get bold 1 from, what's he called, Peck. So there's the base 2. There's bold 1, bold 2, bold 3, and the white icon. So that's going in for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 into Bug Bite, and I believe he only has 1 defense in alt mode. Yeah, he only has 1 defense in alt mode. I believe that just nukes Bug Bite right there. But back to talking about Wingthing, that damage that you can get off of Wingthing, it can be pretty prevalent. Bug Bite is not nuked because Ozzy did manage to flip 4 blues, so that brings his defense up to 5, takes 8. Wait, what? Okay, there must have been a miscalculation. Either way, we know Bug Bite is taking 8 damage. But yeah, I actually just played against Wingthing for a, Unicron raid video. And he's an interesting character, I'll say that much. So we're going to go back over to Ozzy's. Oh, nope, I forgot. Biter got his trigger off, which is if you flip white, orange, green when he's attacking, you have the option to get an extra attack with one of your Sharks. And Chomp is going to elect to do that. That's why he played the Heat of Battle. Oh, okay, that makes a little more sense. So Chomp goes in, there's the base 2, there's the bold 1 from Peck, and then 2 more after that flip of Combat Dagger, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 going in, that probably KOs Bug Bite here, and on Zero's flips, you can see one of his tech cards of choice on attack. That thing in this deck is scary as all hell. Like, I actually played against Zero in round 1, and Odd Attack nuked me in game 2. Just, when you kill 3 combiner pieces in one turn, that's never a good thing for a combiner. And for those of you wondering what I'm playing, I am playing Abominus. Maybe I'll stream my round 4 match. We'll see what happens. Anyway, so Zero is going to pick up that Masher Mace, it looks like. And then we'll move over to Ozzy's turn. Also, if things seem like they're going a bit slow, forgive Zero and Ozzy. They are both new to TTS, and we all started somewhere with this program. I mean, hell, even I was slow as all heck on it for a while, back when I first started using it, but now I've gotten pretty good at it. Just give them some patience. It happens to all of us when it comes to learning a new program. So we're going to flip Soundwave to alt mode. And there is a secret action coming down, albeit we just saw what it was. Hopefully Zero didn't see that when it happened. So I'm just confused as to why he would be wanting to set that when Wingthing is probably getting sent in here. Also, Soundwave Superior, which is the Turbo Riven strat for Soundwave, where if you play a secret action, you do a damage to an enemy. That should have gone off. I'm not sure where the damage went on that one, though. Okay, so Wingthing is going to go in here into Chomp, and Chomp is blocking for 1, and Wingthing is going in for 5 flat. Now, Ignore the Pain is going to kick off here. Now, we've seen this before, I think. I'm not sure, but just in case, I'm pulling it up here. So, Ignore the Pain is a strat for Chomp. When he defends and he takes attack damage, but the stratagem does not have damage counters on it, you may move the damage he took to the stratagem, but if he takes attack damage while there's damage on the strat, you move the damage back to him, and that's attack damage in case I didn't specify. But if that has damage counters on it and all characters untap, you flip the stratagem. So it's a way to essentially alleviate damage if you can A, defend with Chomp, and B, make sure he doesn't get hit again through something like Stealth or Brave, which can be an interesting tool to just nuke a giant attack. So we're going to move back over to Zero's turn here. He has to go into Wingthing this turn. He's probably going to send... I'm honestly not sure if he sends Sharkatron in here or if he sends Peck, but he's looking at the bot mode side of him right now. I'm not too sure what he's thinking there, but while he is making a decision on the replay, I am going to tell you what Wingthing does in alt mode. He has Stealth, and when you flip to this mode, you may move 1 damage counter from one of your characters that has 10 stars or more to another character. So, just a little bit of move damage shenanigans, nothing too fancy, albeit that... Is that helpful for the Shelby your ship? I don't remember what the current version does right now, because that thing has gone through so many changes. Anyways, we're going to see Sharkatron flip to bot mode, and I haven't talked about Sharkatron a whole lot, so I might as well talk about his bot mode right now if I can find him on the Bayformers site. So he has plus defense equal to the number of Alicons or Sharkticons in your KO area, all Alicons and Sharkticons, excuse me. And it looks like he is going to use his other ability, which is when you flip to this mode, you may do 3 damage to one of your Alicons or other Alicons or Sharkticons, which he did to Chomp here. If you do, reveal the top 2 cards of your deck, play one of the cards you reveal, put the other into your hand. He plays a grenade launcher. I was not paying attention, did not notice what the card he grabbed was, but you probably saw it because you were paying attention. And so there's a free grenade launcher. There's a Sharkticon Matrix coming down. Oh, this is looking to be painful for Wingthing. Oh, boy. And then Megatron is just going to punch Wingthing in the face here. He has 7 attack in bot mode, so that's going in for 11 pierce. Or actually 12 pierce 1 because Sharkticon Matrix gives +1 to all Quintesson melee characters, and that includes the guy that it's on if they're a Quintesson melee character. So that is 14 pierce 1. Yeah, that is a very dead Wingthing, because 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, that's a dead Wingthing. Hold the line doesn't do anything in that situation, and now it's just Soundwave and Ravage to try to clean up this mess. So we're going to go ahead and... We're going to go ahead and move over to Ozzy's turn. He'll draw. So he flips Soundwave here. Now the question is, does he send Ravage in here, or does he try... Actually, wait. No, I think he sends Ravage in here to try and just nuke Chomp, if I had to take a wild guess. We're going to see the hand, Masher Mace, Bashing Shield, Improvised Shield. Ugh, I am not sure if that's a good hand or not. He probably throws the... honestly, there's not really a good spin target here, because he puts the Improvised Shield on top. It's not like Zero had any plan options in deck anyways. He puts the Bashing Shield or Masher Mace on top of the deck. He's just going to drop Improvised Shield and pick it back up. So this is really a no-win scenario for Ozzy right now. Putting the Bashing Shield back on top. So I guess in the event Zero flips a second green, it does force an interesting dilemma in terms of what he picks up. Mission Briefing. Oh boy, we need to talk about this card. So, before this game actually got played, I was playing against Naga, and he built a deck that can Mission Briefing for 4 on turn 1 thanks to BFB Sideswipe. We see a security console come down here onto Soundwave, but Mission Briefing, after talking about it with some people, Bill has decided that Team Bayformers is going to ban Mission Briefing in all future events, and we are working on testing a replacement in the form of a card called Hand of Adaptus, and we see Soundwave swing in here. I'm not sure to who, but Soundwave is swinging for 5 going into Chomp's 1, it looks like, so that looks to be a dead Chomp, and he will come back next turn. But as I was saying, so Hand of Adaptus is Mission Briefing, basically. It's a white-green action, but if you... Okay, I lost my train of thought there because I was reading a text. So Hand of Adaptus is just Mission Briefing, but it only works on characters that are in bot or body mode that have an alt mode. So Weaponizers do not get you extra draw on Hand of Adaptus. That is going to be our solution to Mission Briefing, rather than just banning it, because some decks do like that icon set. So we don't want to just restrict them by banning a card and not offering a replacement, similar to what was done for Peace Through Tyranny and Security Checkpoint. So Hand of Adaptus, that was just announced. We're going to put it through about a month of testing, which seems reasonable for a card of this nature, and then hopefully it goes into play here. Anyways, moving over to Zero's turn, now that I've gotten that little tidbit out of the way. Chomp is coming back. He's going to flip to bot mode, possibly, to play a green upgrade. Masher Mace comes down onto Megatron. He is a Sharkatron, so this is a valid... Nope, it's going on to Peck here. That makes a lot more sense, considering the fact that, Power Punch comes down onto Chomp. Soundwave is about to get rocked. So we're sending Chomp in here. I believe he only has 3 attack in bot mode. So then we'll see Security Console activate for Soundwave here. Doesn't look like there's going to be a plan. Oh, nope, there is going to be a plan. So Chomp is going in for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Pierce 2, it looks like. Soundwave is blocking 5, so he'll take 4 if I'm not mistaken. Wait, where's he getting the tough 1 from? I'm confused. Hold on a second. What the heck does Ravage do? I am legitimately looking this up as it's going on. Does Ravage give tough 1? I thought he gave Pierce 2. Oh, each of your characters that has 10 or more has Pierce... Okay, I honestly forgot about that. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, so... we're going to move over to Ozzy's turn here. Ravage is going to have to go into Sharkatron here. A Diffraction Sword comes down. So if you're not familiar with this is a blue, black, green weapon out of BFB that gives +1 attack. And if the upgraded character would take non-attack damage, as we see an Opportune Offensive come down. Ouch! So if the upgraded character would take non-attack damage from an opponent's card, instead that character takes not that much damage, -1, and you put a diffraction counter on the sword, and when it has 2 or more diffraction counters, you scrap it. So it's essentially a 2 damage reduce, or you get to reduce up to 2 points of direct damage that are coming at the character that it is on. And overall, it's a fairly decent blue-black weapon. So we're going to send Ravage into Sharkatron here. He's going in for 5 or 6 Pierce... No, 7 Pierce 5, excuse me. 7 Pierce 5 into Sharkatron. And 7 Pierce 6 because Ozzy is playing Loading the Cannon in a non-Death Crystal Cannon deck for some unknown reason. I cannot wrap my head around why Ozzy is doing this, in all honesty. So, Ozzy, if you're watching this and you want to explain to everybody in the comments, please do, because I am legitimately curious as to what the decision behind that was. And for those of you not familiar with Loading the Cannon, it was a secret action out of BFA. You reveal it when one of your characters defends. Also, Sharkatron took 6 there, as expected from Pierce. So, you reveal it when one of your characters defends. It's a blue, black, green secret action. And when it's revealed, the defender gets +1 defense until end of battle. And if they took an amount of damage less than or equal to its defense before flips, you put the card into your KO area. And what that does is Death Crystal Cannon, when one of your characters with 7 or stars or more attacks while Sergeant Cup, the Wave 1 version, is on the field, you do damage equal to the defender, equal to the number of Death Crystal, or Loading the Cannons in your KO area. Obviously, Cup is not on the field, and we do see a work overtime come down on Zero's side of the field. So, Loading the Cannon is supposed to be like, you get a little extra defense, you put it in the KO area, and then you just get to smack somebody for extra damage before attack. But here, I'm honestly not sure why Ozzy is playing it. We see a Bashing Shield come down onto Sharkatron. That is not for value, but considering the fact that Sharkatron does have +2 defense right now from the Sharks in the KO area, that is pretty good, because he's now sitting at, 6 defense, I believe? Because he has 2 defense base, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he has 2 defense base in bot mode, so that is a 6 defense Sharkatron. Oh, good lord. And then we're going to be seeing Peck swing in here. He has a Masher Mace, and he has flipped alt mode, so at the end of the turn, oh no, wait. Cards go to the scrap pile and then untaps happen. Yeah, so depending on what Zero flips here, he'll be able to recover a white icon, or orange icon card, excuse me. And then those are his flips. He could get a Power Punch, a Wedge, an Escapeology, or a Sharkatron Matrix. And if you're not familiar with Escapeology, it's an orange icon action out of BFB that gives one of your characters Bold 1. And they are immune to Oppress for the turn, so they can't have their Bold or Tough reduced by Oppress. So we're going to see, I believe that was Ravage taking the damage there. I am not 100% sure. I was not looking at that part of the screen at that moment. But Peck did go in there for a significant amount of damage. And Ozzy is now looking at something. I'm not sure what is going on there. Okay, we got a... Oh, okay, it was because of a reshuffle that's happening. Okay, that makes sense. So we're going to see an untap here. Peck will get to trigger and recover that Power Punch if I had to take a wild guess as to what he'd pick up. Because he has a weapon slot open on Sharkatron. And then... Okay, I was like, did another Bashing Shield come down? But no, I do not see another Bashing Shield anywhere, so that is not happening. We see Secret Action come down, so Soundwave Superior trigger doing the damage to, I believe, Sharkatron? Okay, yep, Sharkatron. And then Ravage is probably going to try to get in here. We're not going to be seeing an Opportune Offensive, that's for sure. Flipping Ravage to, I believe, give Pierce 2 to Soundwave, and he is going to swing in here. He has to go into Sharkatron, who, reminder, has 6 defense at this point. So that is 4 Pierce 2? Yep, 4 Pierce 2, and there is a mission briefing there, but again, crazy mission briefing for 3 or 4 plays are going to be no longer soon, and it is going to be glorious. Anyway, so Sharkatron will take 2 damage here, and we're going to see a Loading the Cannon dropped for that mission briefing in the least surprising twist of fate ever. So we're going to move over to Zero's turn now, and... Also, for those of you wondering, I just noticed this. Yes, that damage probably should have moved off of Chomp at some point, but it's fine. He's in the KO area. You understand that he's KO'd. It's all good. Probably, Yeah, I don't remember. Either way, there shouldn't be anything on there. Anyways, not relevant right now. Moving back to the game at hand. So he's going to flip Peck here. That will give Megatron bold 1 here, because he is a Sharkatron, as I think I said earlier. I may have said it, I may not have said it, I don't remember. Fight for position comes down on to Peck. And then we are just going to see who he sends in here. Because sending in Sharkatron would... Actually, sending in Sharkatron doesn't make a whole... Oh, wait, Combat Dagger, what the... Okay, now I'm not too sure who he's sending in here, because... Actually, no, sending in Peck would make sense, because it would essentially force Ravage's attack into Peck. Not essentially, it would. But it would make sure that the Pierce has to get burned on Peck, and there goes Peck, and there comes a Patrol the Perimeter, which is a blue-black secret action that gives a defender tough 2. So it is just the secret, or the inverse of Fight for Position, similar to how in Hidden Fortification was the inverse to Supercharge. We are going to see a Security Console trigger happen, and Peck is going to swing for 1, or so that's 4, no, 5, because he has 4 attack in bot mode. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 Pierce 3. And he should have had 1 more bold there because of the fact that Peck does, I believe, give himself bold 1. Either way, Soundwave took 5 in that exchange. I'm checking Peck right now. Does he give each of your Sharkticons and Alicons bold 1? Yeah, each of your Sharkticons and Alicons. Yeah, he should have had an additional bold 1 there. That seems to have been missed, but it will. Anyways, moving over to Ozzy's turn. He's got Ravage. He's going to flip up here in all likelihood. There's no reason why he wouldn't. Now the question is, does he have an opportune... Actually, playing Opportune Offensive here would not be a good decision because he's not going into Sharkatron. And there's something happening in regards to Ozzy's deck. Again, I did not record the audio for this, so I honestly do not know what was going on at this point. So we'll just have to wait and see here. But both sides have heavily damaged characters. Okay, so Ravage flips up. We're going to see a Smoke Cloak come down onto Soundwave. I mean, it's extra defense, so I guess, again, I'm not a fan of playing Smoke Cloak or all those upgrades with, like, Tough 1, Bold 1. It's just personal. That just seems wrong to me. Again, I make this joke a lot, where if you play an Improvised Shield or a Handheld Blaster, you have committed a cardinal sin. So it's just seeing a Smoke Cloak coming down like that is just a bit weird to me, but that's just how I play the game. Not criticizing the decision at all, because frankly, Ozzy is a better player than me. Anyways, there's the Opportune Offensive, and Ravage is swinging in for 3 Pierce 3, or no, 4 Pierce 3 here. I can do math. And that is very much a dead Peck, so he will be coming back at the start of the turn here. And he's just going to get a free swing in, basically. So he'll come back, and we're moving over to Zero's turn now. And what do we see coming from Zero? Sharkatron does now have 10 damage. There's Escapology, so bold 1 onto Peck in all likelihood. Yep, seems to be on Peck. And we're just waiting here for any potential upgrade play. Not sure really what he would play. Well, I mean, he could just overwrite the Combat Dagger on Sharkatron, so that is something. It's just a matter of, does he have something in hand, and can... Okay, so right now it seems to be, he's looking at whether he can get both guys in one swing with that secret set. I'm not too sure. That could be a... Nope, it's a Battlefield Scan. When was the last time you saw that play? I was thinking it might have been a hold the line to potentially stave off a hit from Peck here, but it seems that was not the case. And we are going to see Peck swinging in here for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 into, I don't know who. There is 1, 2, 2. Okay, so going into Soundwave here based on the number of cards flips. That's 12 into 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Takes 5 alive on 2. Ow, that has to hurt for 0. Alive on 2. Doesn't sting as bad as alive on 1, but it still stings. I can tell you that from experience. And now Sharkatron has an interesting decision here because he is the power hitter of this deck. Does he finish off Ravage or does he try to nuke Soundwave? Because Ravage does have that Pierce, but Soundwave is an overall better attacker since he does have that. Actually, Ravage has that Diffraction Sword right now, so that is something to note. So Ravage is actually the better attacker in this situation. I'm honestly not too sure who Sharkatron goes into here. We will have to wait. Excuse me. We'll have to wait and see when we get to the flips how many cards Ozzy flips. Because if he flips at least 4 with a white icon, or if he flips 4 without a white icon, then it is Soundwave. But I'm not gonna. That's confusing. I'm not gonna go any further than that. Sharkatron going in here, and there's 1, 2. Yep, going into Soundwave. So that will be probably a dead Shark or a dead Soundwave because that is 9 Pierce 1 minimum going into 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he's got him dead here. So Soundwave is off the board, and it's going to be up to Ravage to finish the job. Now, Opportune Offensive is still very much a thing, and Sharkatron does have 15 health. So if Ozzy draws an Opportune Offensive or has one in hand, he wins the game here because Peck was only on the field because of the Sharkatron strat. So does Ozzy have the Opportune Offensive is the question. We move over to his turn. After that, those flips get put in the scrap. Does he have the Opportune Offensive? There's the draw. I am waiting in suspense with you all. Does not have the Opportune Offensive. Sets a secret action. Sharkatron will take a damage here. There's an Energon Slingshot overriding the Diffraction Sword. So that's 2 total damage this turn onto Ravage. So if he gets 1 black icon on the flip here, that is a dead Shark. And there it is. That is going to do it for game 1, and Ozzy has taken it. So, wow, that was really close. I don't really have any commentary that can make this any better. Like, that was just a really well-played game on both sides. Power hits on both sides. Good plays on both sides. Like, that was an all-around solid game. So, we are going to go ahead and cut away for sideboarding, and we are going to go into game 2. Alrighty, so here we go. Zero is going first. He's going to flip Peck for that bold 1 and likely send Biter in here, and it looks to be the case. I'm not 100% sure. Yep, there it is. Okay, so Biter is going in, it looks like, to Soundwave, but again, I don't have audio, so I am not 100% sure at the moment. Zero will get 2 more flips here. If it is going into Soundwave, he is defending for 4. Also, you'll notice that Bug Bite has been cited out in favor of Rabble Rouser, who is important because I believe in alt mode he gets +3 attack against Junkions. I am double checking that now. But Biter is going in here for 6 flat. Will get the trigger for his extra attack with another Shark, and also High Mirage. So Yeah, going into Soundwave. Soundwave took 2 here, and dropping an Escapeology for a Bashing Shield. And let's see if he uses his extra attack, because that is a optional effect. And sure enough, Chomp is going to be going into Soundwave in all likelihood as well. Looked like it there. So that is 4, 5, 6, 7 Pierce 2 going into, I believe, 3 defense. And as I say that, I am double checking Rabble Rouser here quickly. Yep, so Soundwave will take 4 here. So that's a pretty significant hit. He's almost halfway dead. That is pretty good for 0, to say the least. And yep, it is +3 attack against Quintessons, while Rabble Rouser is in alt mode. In bot mode, he gets +3 against Junkions. So we're going to go ahead and move over to Ozzy's turn here, likely seeing Wingthing deploy on turn 1, because that just seems to make sense with this specific build of Soundwave. And there's the flip, and here comes Wingthing, it looks like. Yep. Yeah, it looks like Wingthing based on where Ozzy was trying to grab. So Wingthing is deployed, and we're going to get a look at Zero's hand here quickly. And there is a Power Punch. Make that 2 Power Punches and the Bashing Shield. Wait, shouldn't there be 1 more card, or am I missing something? I don't know, but either way, we see 2 Power Punches and a Bashing Shield, so... Oh, he's flipping another card? Oh, he forgot to draw for turn 1, I think. Okay, so a grenade launcher is... Wait, what? Okay, now I am really confused. What is going on? What is... Okay, so I think the grenade launcher was added to Zero's hand and then put back on top of the deck? I'm not too sure what happened there, so... Your guess is as good as mine. Anyways, moving back over to the game... Let's see, Ozzy has not played an upgrade or an action. There's the secret action, so the ping will do a damage to Peck. And it looks like, yeah, it looks like that grenade launcher was added to Zero's hand to make up for the turn 1 draw miss and then put back on top of the deck. And because of Wingthing, Peck took a damage. And now Rabble Rouser, it looked like it's about to go in. Yep, there goes Rabble Rouser into Chomp, it looks like, based on where things are going, albeit Ignore the Pain is active, so any attack that Ozzy sends in here is probably not going to do, well, it isn't going to do anything, because that's how Ignore the Pain works. So blocking 1, going in for 6, that would leave Peck alive on 1, but instead 5 damage will be put on Ignore the 3. There's the 5, okay. I was about to say, like, wait, 6, what? Where's he? Oh, he flipped a Bashing Shield. I did not see that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why I need a co-commentator, because I miss stuff like this all the time. Anyways, moving over to Zero's turn, now that you've all been reminded that I suck at math. So Peck here is in bot mode. Sharkatron probably could get some decent damage on Rabble Rouser right now. I'm honestly not too sure who Zero sends in here, because he's already sent out his 2 Sacrificial Lambs, and one of them just absorbed that entire shot. And honestly, I don't know what Zero does here in this situation. We know he has those 2 Power Punches and the Bashing Shield, so that could be something. The Power Punch is probably going to come down unless there's something... Unless he has, like, some draw card in hand that potentially could put him into a grenade launcher or something. I'm honestly not too sure what the play is going to be here, so I guess we really just wait at this point and see what happens. Which kind of sucks, but such is the nature of tournament matches sometimes, and this is why live streaming matches suck sometimes, because you get these weird periods of silence, and if you don't have a co-commentator, it's just dull. And you're probably already annoyed of me rambling on about whatever. Oh, looks like we finally have something moving here. Or not. And in the amount of time this turn took, 5 Yu-Gi-Oh! Games just ended back-to-back. That was a poorly executed joke, I am now realizing, but Yeah, whatever. I mean, you people already know I'm kind of an idiot. Anyways. So, how's your day going? Is this thing even running? Yeah, it's going. For a second, I thought this froze, and, no, it is very much going. Are we going to... Oh, there's some movement. So, the video did not freeze. There haven't been any new cards randomly popping up out of nowhere, so the recording didn't freeze. That's a positive. God, this was a really weird situation for Zero if he spent this long thinking about it. Okay, we may get a play here. There's the power punch, and is there going to be an action? And that power punch also indicates that Peck is guilty or innocent. Ouch. So if you're not familiar with this, this is an action out of BFA. It's a orange, Sharkatron black, Alakon black action. You choose one of your Sharkatons or Alakons, and when it attacks an enemy this turn, the defender either loses all of its defense, the defense becomes 0 during the battle, and that includes defense from upgrades and other bonuses, but not from flips. Or the enemy can't use tough this battle. So in this case, it's probably the 0 defense call since Rabble Rouser does not have tough. So Peck is swinging in here for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Going into Rabble Rouser's 2. Oh, is this a live on 1? This is going to be a live on 1, isn't it? I'm not seeing him just instantly moving Rabble Rouser off. Yep, it's a live on 1. Ain't that just lovely? Bill, free Gyrick for every team. Please. Alrighty, and we seem to have had some lag issues once again. Unless there's just some weird math going on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, that's 11 Pierce 1, alright. And with that 2 blue flip, Rabble, yep, there's the damage. Okay, so Rabble Rouser is alive on 1, which is unfortunate. And then we're going to move over to Ozzy's turn here. So Wingthing is probably going in here as a sacrificial offering. Maybe to nuke Peck, but then Peck is coming back on the turn. Oh, there's an Energon Slingshot. If Ozzy has a secret action in hand, that takes care of Peck, and he could potentially get it 2 for 1 here. Or a double kill, that's the technical term, on this turn. Does he have the SA play? There it is. There goes Peck. There will be 2 Sharks coming back next turn, though, if Ozzy is able to KO Biter, and that is problematic considering Biter is in bot mode right now. So that would mean somebody's getting Bold 2 once the revival happens. The question is, does he go for the safe play of KOing Biter now? Or actually, that's not even a safe play. Does he go for KOing Biter now and guaranteeing the KO? Or does he... No, wait. That wouldn't even be a safe play because Biter could just flip to alt mode and give the extra attack to Chomp and make sure both of them can swing in even though Ozzy has an untapped character. So Wingthing goes in here for 4 Pierce 1, it looks like. Going into Biter, and he's alive on 1, and there's a dropping of Hold the Line for a mission briefing. That is a slightly questionable drop against this deck in particular, because it has a lot of low-cost characters that are throwing out damage like nobody's business, but clearly Ozzy knew something I didn't know, so who am I to question it? So Peck is now alive once again. He will be KO'd at the end of the turn. Oh, are we going to see Sharkatron flip here, potentially? We may see Sharkatron flip here, potentially. I'm not too sure what's going to happen, though, actually. Because we know Zero still has that Power Punch and that... I think he still has that Power Punch that we saw earlier. Possibly also the Bashing Shield, but I am not 100% sure on that last one. There's a Sharkatron Matrix coming down. Yeah, that'll do something, alright. So that's 5 Pierce 1 currently coming out of Peck, and he's gonna just kill Rabble-Rouser here. And that kind of evens up the field here a little bit with both players having one KO'd character. Flips are irrelevant here. Sharkatron Matrix gives +1 Pierce 1. So that is 1 dead Rabble-Rouser. So Ozzy revealing the Patrol the Perimeter just for white icon or green icons potentially here. And Rabble-Rouser was off the field. That is a significant loss for Ozzy because, again, he has that +3 boost against Sharkatons. And in this situation, that makes Rabble-Rouser Ozzy's best attacker, really. At least if you look at raw stats. Once you throw in bonuses, it gets weird. But in terms of raw stats, Rabble-Rouser was Ozzy's best attacker, I can speak. So we're going to move over to Ozzy's turn here. And I just realized that Erratic Energy Grenade in Sharkatron builds is actually a thing that you could potentially do. Oh god, I gotta try that later. Anyway, so Soundwave will deploy Ravage, and we'll get a look at Zero's hand here to see if that Bashing Shield and that Power Punch are still in it. There's a Masher Mace. There's the Power Punch. So the Bashing Shield was dropped at some point. I might just be forgetting it here. There goes the Power Punch. Either way, Zero was probably ending up with that Mace just because of the green icon. Biter is being looked at, so 1 damage gets put on Sharkatron thanks to Wingthing. And now we see what Zero does here, because actually no, it's not Zero's turn, it's Ozzy's turn. What am I saying? So he's flipped for turn. There comes a Smoke Cloak onto Soundwave, and there's a mission briefing for 3. Again, thank God this card's getting axed in favor of Hand of Adaptus. So that's a positive. And then there's... nope, that was the upgrade play, the Smoke Cloak. So now it's a question of... Does Ozzy send in Soundwave here and then just have him get completely wrecked by Sharkatron? Or does he send in Ravage here? Going in for Soundwave into Peck, that is an interesting decision. So Peck will defend for 1, and Soundwave goes in for 4, so Peck is taking 3 here. And then we're going to move over to Zero's turn now. So Peck now comes back with 2 health remaining. Or not Peck, Chomp, that's what he's called. Also, that Ignore the Pain damage would have moved... Oh, Ignore the Pain! I honestly forgot about that. I'm like, I didn't even realize that Chomp would have been KO'd there. I'm just like, okay, he's not KO'd. Okay, he's going to come back this turn. And I'm just like, wait, what? And then I'm like, oh, Ignore the Pain is a thing. So yeah, Ignore the Pain damage got thrown on the Chomp, and he is very much dead. And then gets revived this turn because of Writhing in the Deep. And now Sharkatron has some options here. If he flips to bot mode, he is sitting at 4 defense because of Matrix plus Peck. But if he sits in alt mode, he's also 4 defense. So honestly, there really is 0 reason for Sharkatron not to flip to bot mode here, especially considering he'll get 5 defense on this next turn, thanks to, Chomp getting KO'd from Writhing in the Deep. We see a Masher Mace come down onto Sharkatron, and a Fight for Position potentially is getting played now. Not sure he wants to... Yep, there's the Fight for Position. Puts the Masher Mace on Chomp instead. That makes more sense, because it will bounce back to his hand once Chomp is KO'd. Still wouldn't be surprised... Actually, wait. Is there a point in flipping Sharkatron here? I don't know. I'm not going to question that any further. Anyway, so Chomp is in all likelihood going in here. Looks to be going into Soundwave. He is swinging for 5 with Bold 3 at the moment, and he does have that Focus 1. Going in for, oh god, 3 double oranges. So that is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, Pierce 1 going into Soundwaves. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 13 into 7, takes 6 alive on 3, up to 12 damage on Soundwave. Hey, I actually did math correctly for once. Oh, wait, 13, wait, what? Wait. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that should have... I am confused as to why Soundwave's at 13 damage. Shouldn't he be at 12, or am I just bad at math, like usual? Anyways, Chomp is KO'd here, and we are going to see Ravage just... Actually, wait a minute. Does Ozzy have a secret action in hand? He has a secret action in hand. That's a KO of Biter, and that means Ravage gets a free swing on Sharkatron here. Is there going to be a secret action? Or if he has an Energon Slingshot in hand, potentially as well, because Ravage is melee. Oh, flipping Wingthing. I forgot about Wingthing's alt mode. Oh, that's a play as well. So, again, co-commentator. This is why I... Oh, okay, so he did have the secret action. So either way, Chomp was getting KO'd. And then Fusion Bore on to Ravage as that secret action ping off of Soundwave Superior goes on to Sharkatron. And he has 2 damage on him now. I'm confused about that, but... And whatever, all we know is Ravage is going in here for 6 Pierce 5. And let's see if Ozzy can flip that last black icon. And Sharkatron is defending for 4 because he is currently not in bot mode. So there actually was value to flipping Sharkatron to bot mode just because he would have 2, 3, 6 defense. Actually, there wouldn't be any value just because of the fact that Ravage has Pierce whatever right now. So that is 6 Pierce 5, and Sharkatron is now up to 7 damage. So now we're going to move back over to Zero's turn here. And Sharkatron is about to go Rambo. So, question is, does he just nuke Ravage here, or does he try to just... Oh, right, Biter comes back this turn, and he's got a wheel turn. Okay. So if I was in this situation, I would probably, let's see, I'd be sending... I'd send Biter after Soundwave, that's for sure, because he could give himself Bolt 2. And then I'd send Sharkatron in after Ravage just to try and nuke him, because as we've seen thus far, he is a major threat in terms of attacking, so... Let's see if Zero follows that, or if he goes and does something else. So there's a Masher Mace onto Sharkatron, so... maybe he hasn't... Oh, yep, he drops the card, so that is a Masher Mace on Sharkatron. Heat of battle, okay, yep, wait, does that maybe indicate that he's gonna go and just murderize the Consets here, maybe? Nope, looks to be going into Soundwave with Biter. That is a decision that I'm honestly not sure I agree with, potentially. Because Wingthing is defending for at minimum 2 based on... Oh, there was a Patrol the Perimeter set, I am just realizing now. So Biter goes into Soundwave for 4... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, yeah, that is very much a dead Soundwave. I am now realizing that me saying that was a bad idea was ironically, a bad idea. This is why I need a co-commentator, because I say questionable takes like that all the time. So, In all likelihood, that is a dead Soundwave here, and let's see here. So Biter went in. Wait, there's still calculations going on. What is there? Because there was 11 on Biter. Soundwave defends for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, Soundwave is dead. Unless I am missing something here? Wait, was Biter not going into Soundwave or something? I am very much confused. What? What's going on here? Sharkatron's going in and... Did like, the damage, like, vaporizer? I am very confused. What is going on? Sharkatron swings in the meanwhile for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 into Ravage, who blocks... Wait, is it into Ravage or is it into Sound? I am very confused right now. I am very much confused right now. So, okay, there goes Soundwave. Okay, so that is taken care of. So now the attack into Ravage, it looks like. Okay, now that's cleared up. So that is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 into Ravage is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 15 into 8, that would be 7, and Ravage only took 6. I am still confused right now. Yeah. This is why I like to do live matches or actually record the audio. I am now realizing not recording the audio was kind of a mistake. Whoops. But hopefully, I have a mic solution in place, as you can tell. Like I talked about at the beginning of the video, I'm having issues right now, so I have a solution in place, and hopefully we'll be able to stream the round 4 match, or a round 4 match, rather. And we'll see what happens here. So we're going to go to the untap here, and I believe it is Ozzy's turn. So Wingthing is probably going to flip into bot mode. The question is, does he send Ravage in here first, or does he send Wingthing first? I'm honestly not too sure what the play would be. Still waiting for any plays here from Ozzy. I'm surprised he hasn't flipped up Wingthing yet. There's a Scoundrel's Blaster replacing the, what's it called? Energon Slingshot. I forgot what that was called for a moment. There's the flip of Wingthing. And then, does he have an action in hand? Leap into battle. Yeah, that's going to do something. And Sharkatron is still in alt mode for some reason. So he's going to be blocking 4. And Wingthing is going to be swinging in here for 8, so that's 4 on Sharkatron. Oh, God, if Ozzy has any sort of Pierce that actually gets through with Ravage, that is game on next turn, because Ravage has that inbuilt Pierce too. So I believe Fusion Borer is the only card in Ozzy's deck that gives Pierce unconditionally. So if he has a Fusion Borer in hand next turn, he wins. So we're going to see how much the heart of the cards favors these two players. If it favors 0, Ozzy will not have the Fusion Borer right now. If it favors Ozzy, he will have it. But first things first, 0 does need to take out Wingthing here. So, probably going to flip. There's Sharkatron's flip. So he now has 7 base attack and currently sits at 6 defense thanks to his ability giving +1 for each Shark in the KO area and the Matrix. Replacing the Masher base with a Power Punch, that's going to help in KOing Wingthing. And Sharkatron goes in the Wingthing. So he's swinging in for 7 with Bolt, or 8 Pierce 1 because the Matrix does apply to himself since he is a melee Quintesson. And he's got Bolt 3, High Barrage. So that is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, wait, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Pierce 1 into Wingthing. That is blocking 3. Wingthing is dead on the nose. Wow, what a sequence. Okay, that was a little nail biting. And we're gonna move over to Ozzy's turn. Does he have that? And there's the Fusion Borer. And with that, that is a 6 Pierce 5 swing. Sharkatron goes down, and Ozzy takes this one 2-0. Those were some incredible games, both down to the wire, both characters on low health at the end of the game. This is the kind of stuff we want to see more often overall in the game. These close, nail-biting matches. These are what makes this game thrive. And this kind of stuff is why I love this game so much. So, again, hopefully you enjoyed this match. Again, sorry for the weird upload of this, just because, again, technical issues were a pain in the rear. But, yeah, this was a good match overall, and I'm glad I actually recorded it, because this makes for great content, and it just is great for people to see these kinds of matches overall. So, again, hopefully you enjoyed what you saw here today. And as a reminder, Ozzy has won our Round 3 feature 2-0 over Sharkatron, piloted by Zero. And with that, we'll see you for the Round 4 feature match. Peace out, y'all.